We are live on Facebook right now, so it'll tell me when I have people coming in.
Okay, okay. Hello.
Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and start talking. So we got one. They'll come up right there.
There we are.
Okay. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see good because I can't see without my glasses. Let me see. Got my glasses on. We got Sheree. Hey, Sheree.
Hi, Sheree.
Okay. Hey, fam. We're here with Greg from Uber Freight. And he's with me because he's going to answer some of your questions that you may have about Uber Freight. Greg is going to tell us a little bit about himself and how he got involved with Uber. Okay, so Greg, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so I about 6 months ago started with Uber Freight, and they wanted truck drivers to be associated right at the beginning when it started putting the business together because it's brand new, but they wanted truck drivers there to input so that they it'd be for truck drivers, right? And so that's what I'm doing at Uber Freight.
So have you? So you work in San Francisco.
San Francisco, yep.
San Francisco, and what do you do for them now?
I'm in the marketing department now because that's where I ended up, So I spent a lot of time actually watching YouTube videos of truck drivers and YouTube truckers, and and also working on creating new products and stuff that are coming out and improving the app and stuff. Spent a lot of time working on that.
And also now Uber Freight is ready now. The app is ready now, right?
Exactly. It's been out for
There's drivers that's actually using that app right as of now.
Exactly.
So you use the Uber Freight app instead of using that broker app or the load board and stuff like that?
It's similar. It's very similar to a load board. It's a little different that once you click on a load and choose it, it's yours. There's no going back and forth with the broker about it.
Okay.
And then once it's assigned to you, and then you work the load, it knows where you're at. So, for instance, if you get stuck on a dock someplace, held in detention, it knows that you were there. So there's no problem. You can get paid for that time.
That is one of the perks. One of the perks is
big one.
Brokers have a lot of issues with. Drivers have some issues with getting their detention pay from brokers.
Right.
But with Uber Freight, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so it will automatically where you are.
It knows where you are, yeah.
And then once you're on time, is it after a certain point?
Yeah, it's just standard 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
After 2 hours, then you start getting paid your
Right.
detention pay, and you don't have to worry about, talking to anyone about that. It's going to automatically pay you for it.
Right. Although I think sometimes on the detention they want you to make a phone call.
Okay.
See, that's the nice thing about the app is that although you could do the whole thing, like touchless or where you never have to make a call to anybody. If you need to, there's a button up on the top right corner in the app that you can press, and it connects you on the phone, so you get a hold of somebody. So in a case like with detention, they're going to want to talk to you and find out what the details are, and they also have some paperwork and stuff they need to do on the other end to make sure you get paid.
Is it a cost to use the app?
No.
Is it a membership or anything like that?
No.
What about who can use the app? If you are a carrier?
Yeah, it has to be a carrier, or basically to set up and run, it has to be from one MC to another.
Okay.
So a broker is an MC, right? And then the carrier is an MC. So that's where the money, to transfer money in shipping, it has to go in that way.
Okay.
On a load. Now, if the carrier is willing to sign up, then they can have each individual driver be assigned to the app, and then they would independently work on the app themselves.
So the carrier, if a fleet owner has trucks, right, the fleet owner could sign up with Uber Freight,
Yep, exactly.
And they can give their drivers the app.
Exactly.
And they can start booking loads through that.
Exactly.
Okay. What's the turnaround and pay as far as the when you get paid after you deliver your load?
Basically, in the app, it has a feature where you take a picture of your bill of lading and or proof. I shouldn't say bill of lading. Your proof of delivery.
Okay.
And then that goes in the system. Right now, we pay once a week, so it's 7 days at the most.
Okay.
It can be less than that. We, of course, right now are working on getting that time down. And there's no factoring fees or anything like that. It's whatever the load was running for.
So there's not a percentage. Do they take out a percentage or anything?
No.
So it's not like 75% or whatever the rate is.
No, whatever the load paid, that's the amount that's paid.
Okay.
And of course, if there were any accessorial fees, like for instance lumper fees or detention, that would be added in. And I think also fuel surcharge on some loads.
Do you have a way? Is the amount the amount that it is, or is there negotiation in that? Or you ask for different?
Well, no, we don't negotiate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever that price is,
Exactly.
that's what it is.
Exactly.
Okay. And they're not going to throw anything in extra for like tolls or?
I think that's all figured in.
Okay, it's all figured in the price. So if you get that load, the tolls and everything like that is
should be in the price.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about is it everything? Do you have drive-in, reefer?
Right now we're running just 53-foot dry vans.
Okay.
We started off we were running some reefer work, but we found it complicated to get onto the app.
Okay.
So we kind of pulled back from that a little bit. Now we're really just concentrating on the 52-foot
The drive
vans,
okay.
but we're going back to all the other things in the very near future.
Okay.
We're, flatbeds and stuff like that. That's a little further down the pike.
Okay. So right now you have dry vans.
Yep.
Do you have team loads, or is it just for solo drivers?
It's mainly for solo drivers right now.
Okay.
Although
okay.
I suppose a team could just pick it up and run it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about is the freight available throughout 48 states, or is it in a certain area?
Right now we're more regional. So what we
Okay.
did is we originally launched in Texas, so the triangle from San Antonio to Houston to Dallas and around that.
Okay.
And so we're pretty much got that running. Now we're going into up around Chicago and Michigan and there.
Okay.
Into the Atlanta area, the Carolinas, and California, from San Francisco, LA to Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now it's regional, but it's spreading out.
Well,
The
and
freight.
we also have some OTR loads that go all over the place.
Okay.
But those are the lanes that we're building up, right? And so when we go into an area, we will concentrate on that. We will go to the shippers and get that freight, and then start filling it in with the trucks and the carriers to start doing that, because you can't do it all at once.
Okay.
Right? You got to move.
Is it an easy setup like with other to get signed up with it? It's very
just like a standard broker agreement.
Broker agreement. Okay. Yeah. What about to post loads on the board? Is it how do you?
No, we don't do that.
You don't work. Okay.
No, because we, unlike a lot of other brokers, we work directly with the shippers.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
okay.
we're not
Okay,
double brokering. We're not accepting loads from other people. It's direct
directly
to shipper.
from the shippers is the price, so there's no broker involved.
Yeah, and most of our shippers, we have Fortune 500 companies to some mid-market, but most of them are larger. It's a sort of, if you're a small shipper, let me start off. If you're a small carrier and you're looking to get access to high quality freight,
okay.
That's a good way to do it.
Okay. What are some of the other benefits that Uber offers? We got the no broker involved, right? We have direct shipper freight. We have premium loads. We have a pay once a week.
Exactly.
The app is easy to access and use. Okay. and right now it's doing dry van. What other?
One of the other really cool features it's got in is that you can. We have what's called load packs. So, for instance, if you wanted to drive just regionally, so for within 100 miles, we have that's local loads. Then we have regional loads would be about 300 miles, and then we have OTR loads.
Okay.
So when you're looking at the loads, you don't have to scroll through and sort things out. You can go, this is just what I want, and this is these are the loads I want to look at. And we have a new feature that's going to be coming out. I don't know if it's launched yet. I've seen it on some of the apps, and in fact, they've got it on the advertising up in the booth.
Okay.
And that's for you loads. So
Okay.
it knows what you've been running and where you are and what
And
kind.
we'll try to keep you in that circle. Or?
And it'll say this is the sort of loads that people that you've been running, and here's what we suggest to you.
Okay, so it will
Yeah.
give you suggestions
Yeah, exactly.
in order. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. But right now, y'all, do y'all have to sign? Okay, Sheree wants to know to sign on. Do you have to have a certain amount of trucks, or can I sign on with one truck?
If you're one truck and you got your own MC
number?
yeah,
You can
definitely
sign on.
sign right on.
Okay. Do y'all have any questions or any other questions? We're going to be going to a dinner tonight.
Exactly.
Okay.
Party.
So we're going to go to a dinner tonight.
Gotta have some fun at the truck show.
Yeah. So I just got finished, and we're going. Let's see. Truck age limit. Is there an age limit for the trucks?
No, just as long as you can get the insurance on it.
Okay, as long as
Yeah.
your truck has
Yeah,
insurance.
Yeah. Okay. It's basically when a motor carrier signs up. You have to. The first thing you have to have is you have to have the insurance. You have to MC insurance. Okay. Then we do a basic background check or safety check through Safer.
Okay.
On the government Safer site. So either you have to have a safety rating of satisfactory or none. Right?
Okay.
And then they do a background, a real basic background check to make sure that you're legit. You know?
Okay. One of the questions,
but it's real quick.
Okay. One of the questions was, do you? Let me see. Do you have to have your own trailer?
Currently, yes.
Okay, you do have to have your own trailer. Yeah. Is there a cost for the app? There's no cost for the app. Okay. Where can you sign on for Uber Freight?
Uberfreight.com.
Okay.
And that drops you to the web page, and there's a sign up. They start the sign up process there.
Okay. And before we go, because we're getting ready to get out of here, it's been a long day. Do y'all have any other questions? I am going to let's see. Do you book your own loads?
Yes.
So the loads that they have on Uber Freight is customer loads, and there's no broker involved. They're direct loads from the customer.
Yeah.
So, and the price is what it is. There's no negotiation. Okay, so whatever you see it. What about box trucks?
Currently, no.
No box
it's
trucks at this
53
time.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, other than that, y'all, I am going to post this on YouTube as well. If y'all have any other questions that y'all may want to ask Greg, you can inbox me, and I'll be seeing him tonight, and I will definitely get those answers for you. But we just wanted to come and give y'all a little update. I know a lot of people have been asking about the Uber Freight and what it involves. So this is Greg. You always can get in touch with him. If you need any additional, if you have any additional questions or anything, he could definitely answer that for you, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to be out of here, and there's one more day at the truck show, and that's it. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye-bye.